The name Siberia comes from the old name Sibir or Sibirskaya. The name Sibir is derived from the Mongol name for the region, Sibir or Sibir Kakas, which referred to the vast expanse of land that encompasses present-day Siberia. No, Siberia is not a country. Siberia is the part of Russia that is in Asia. It covers wide landscapes and stretches from the Ural Mountains to the Pacific. It goes from the Arctic Ocean to the border with China, Kazakhstan, and Mongolia. The Yenisei River is sometimes called the border between East Siberia and West Siberia. Siberia is not always covered in snow. The coldest city in the world is Yakutsk in Siberia, Russia. A record low temperature was recorded in the city on 5 February 1891 at -64.4 degrees Celsius, -83.9 degrees Fahrenheit. During January, the average low temperature is -42 degrees Celsius, or -43.6 degrees Fahrenheit, with the city getting less than 4 hours of sunlight. The temperature high tends to fall in July, which can get up to the 80s Fahrenheit at the highest. A large region over Siberia experienced prolonged higher-than-normal temperatures over the first 6 months of 2020, and the weather station in the town of Verkhoyansk measured a maximum temperature of 38 degrees Celsius on the 20th of June. From various images or videos you see online, it looks inhabitable. It is as if no one lives there. Looks like a very desolate place. For all its vast territory, Siberia remains sparsely populated. A major cause of this low population density is the challenging climate, that of northern cold. Overall, Siberia has about 8 people per square mile, though many of the farther northern lands average only 1 or 2 people per square mile. Southern lands linked by the Trans-Siberian Railway have the highest population density. Population trends for areas not privy either to rail or river transportation are subject to a negative feedback loop. Due to the lack of transportation, these locations do not increase in population. However, due to the lack of population, they do not become connected to the network of transportation. Although Siberia is this vast natural landmass, over 2/3 of the population of Siberia lives within this railway region. No, Siberia is nowhere near the North Pole. It is located 3,825.89 miles, 6,157.18 kilometers, south of the North Pole. Earth's magnetic North Pole has shifted away from Canada and closer to Siberia at a rapid pace in recent years. Researchers believe 2 massive blobs of molten iron in Earth's outer core may have spurred the runaway pole. It is not all wilderness, but has great wildlife. In the north, polar bears and ghostly Siberian cranes forage through the short summer. In the south, millions of seabirds nest on isolated cliffs. The interior taiga hosts reindeer, moose, brown bears, wolves, and wolverines. Now let's talk about the famous Siberian tiger. Also known as Amur tiger, the Siberian tiger is a population of the tiger subspecies Panthera tigris native to the Russian Far East, northeast China, and some parts of North Korea. Bengal tigers seem to be the largest of the tiger species, but a Siberian tiger actually holds the record for the largest tiger ever documented. The Bengal tiger is thus the second largest of the tiger species seen in parts of Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, and Nepal. The brown bear, Ursus arctos, which is widely distributed throughout Siberia, including its northern regions, is the most prevalent bear species in this area. Speaking of bears, some people think that there are bears on Siberian roads. I also thought so. Sometimes half-asleep bears have been seen wandering around Siberia because of the too hot climate which prevents them from hibernating, due to struggling to hibernate because of abnormally warm temperatures. More than 30 bears entered inhabited areas in Russia's Primorsky region, located between China, North Korea, and the Sea of Japan. Local authorities had to shoot at least 2 of them. Luchagorsk, a town of 21,000 on the river Kontravod near the Chinese border, was also affected. 2 large bears, a brown bear and a Himalayan bear, were reportedly ruling over Luchagorsk, wandering the streets and scaring local people, the Primorskaya newspaper reported. Asian black bears were seen, with a further 36 bears circling the town. No wonder I thought bears could be seen roaming everywhere in Siberia. However, this brings us to the question of why we rarely see images of Western infrastructure portrayed when it comes to Siberia. The middle part of Siberia is dominated by undeveloped forests and swamps. So to develop a road, there would be a very costly project. As we said earlier, in practice, the most developed part of Siberia is southern Siberia that is close to the Trans-Siberian Railway. It is the backbone of Russian transport which contributes to support farming, even though in real terms, tea isn't as productive as southern European parts of Russia. Does it have flora? Biodiversity is high for western Siberia with over 1,000 species of plant, fungi, and lichen. In undisturbed areas, there are mixed forests of Siberian fir, Siberian spruce, Scots pine, aspen, and small-leaved lime trees. Hills near the base of the Altai-Sayan Mountains in the extreme east of the ecoregion are home to highly endemic Siberian lime. Do Siberians, like other Russians, drink a lot of vodka? Well, yes, but they also indulge in other beverages. Black tea with milk is a favorite drink of Siberians since the first tea deliveries from China and Central Asia. Various drinks were also made of tea. Zaturan, with salt, milk, and flour fried in oil. Kurchu, with crushed wheat grains. Medovuha, or mead, is a low alcohol, about 5 to 10%, drink made of fermenting honey. Another popular drink, tarsun, also known as arhi, is an alcoholic beverage drunk by the Mongol Buryats of Siberia. Apart from being the national drink of Buryatia, it is also used by the Buryats in their religious ceremonies. However, vodka, in a variety of forms, is the most popular alcoholic beverage in Russia. What is their source of water? 20% of the world's fresh water is in Siberia. Lake Baikal, lake located in the southern part of eastern Siberia in Russia. It is the oldest and deepest existing freshwater lake on Earth. It is responsible for a whopping 22% of it, over 23,000 cubic kilometers, or 5,517.9934 cubic miles. Siberians use tap water to cook. It is definitely drinkable, but they prefer bottled water. The tap water is safe to drink in all major Serbian cities. If you'll be heading out into the countryside, it's best to stick to bottled or purified water. Siberian huskies, did they evolve from wolves? Genetic evidence suggests that dogs descended directly from wolves, Canis, and that the now extinct wolf lineages that produced dogs branched off from the line that produced modern living wolves sometime between 27,000 and 40,000 years ago. Huskies have a wolf ancestry, which is the reason they have a similar appearance. But they're no more related to a wolf than any other dog. Funny enough, Akitas are most closely genetically related to ancient wolves. They are a Japanese dog breed that is great hunters and are often police dogs, but are also excellent family dogs. Well, folks, that's it for now. Join us again as we explore more marvelous destinations. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.